Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another exciting installment of Living Worlds of Darkness Rage Across New York Gallaird Tales. Now, folks, this one is the finale of the Fostern challenge given to Lwod. He is about to recite a tale of cause and effect, a tale that ends with consequences, not only to the set, but to the nation. This is the tale titled The Sept of the Green Silver Wars. We have Lwod going out and presenting his story. This is the last tale of one of the Sept's greatest failures, and he is ready to tell such a tale. Hello, Sept of the Green. I am here to present to you all the final and last tale that I must present to you all. One of the Sept's greatest failures, the last one. This tale is full of consequences and cause and effects. Thanks to individuals, I was able to gather a story for this. You see, how this story starts off is first I would like to begin with what this story is going to be telling. The lesson of the story, what it's going to be telling. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. There's always a cause and there are always effects to everything, and there's consequences. So it's almost like the consequences is the third element of this lesson too. You do, there will be an effect to it. So we're gonna start with this. So there was a little silver fang of the Sept, a part of a dying house, part of a house that others of the silver fangs claimed to be infernal, consorting with demons. Be it may be true or not, like some people say, tribe business is tribe business. So things plays out, constant back and forth, assassins being, attacking, whatever. Things being done, the shadow play of the Guru Nation, the shady politics sometimes that has to be dealt with, either or in either way, whatever. As you could say, tribal politics, Soon it grew into a Sept matter when representatives of the House of Gleaming Eye came and tried to make this not to a Sept matter, but into a tribal matter, to claim one of their own of their tribe, to tell the Sept of the Green that this was tribal matters. Well, the Warder at the time, Contemplate the Mercy, just wasn't having it. I don't know if it was pride, I don't know if it was arrogance, but he just wasn't having it. Not only did the arrogance of all this solved a different way. Negotiations could be had, for the good of the Sept. But not only did it cause so much trouble, it caused a full-out war and the almost extermination of food. And it also involved the interference with them too, from Scandinavia and other forces. So you mean to tell me that one life of one Guru is that important for you to go to bat against your Gaian brothers? Like I said, there's a cause and effect for everything. A lot of people say you have choices to do. You have choices, but sometimes we only pick the choices that seems easy at the time. Sometimes you gotta pick the hard choice. So Let me play what if. What if you gave her up? What if you gave Olivia Campbell up, Silver Fang, Ragabash, Ahmed? What if you just gave her up, gave him up to the house, and let the tribe deal with tribe stuff? A lot of people like to bring up leave tribe politics and tribe politics. You know, a lot of people like to bring that up, but when it actually comes to play, then people likes to turn into a set matter. You see, the truth is there's a cause and effect to everything, and you see the cause of this was the set was us, the set, being stubborn, and not letting tribe deal with their own tribe politics. Instead, you called upon spirits. And the great battle happened. You called upon spirits, Gaian spirits, to fight Gaian brethrens. Where they do that at? You called upon Gaian Guru to fight against your own brethrens. I know the worm was sitting back that day having him a field day. He probably was sitting back having him some lunch, you know, drinking him a cold malt liquor 45 on the side. He probably was having him a good old time watching us kill each other. And look, the effect was Scandinavia has basically fallen. A hellhole is opening up over there. Jesus, Scepter the Green, sweet emerald mother. You talk about making the hard choices, but when the hard choices come, y'all don't want to make it. The hard choice was you could avoid war and let the tribe of the Silverfangs deal with their politics, and let her go, sail the road. You know that song, I was born by the river. You could have sailed her down the river and called it a day. Look, I know we're set. We're set mates. We're brothers and sisters of God. We're willing to do anything and utmost anything for each other. But at the time, when it comes to those tribal politics, when it comes to the nitty-gritty of things, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. One guru just was not enough to kill a whole bunch. All that killing, war, a full-out war. Gaian Guru called out to do battle with their own other Gaian Guru brothers. It's being called. Oh God, where was this at when the Scepter of the Green was getting attacked? Oh, Chimera had to come out then. Where was this at when we was getting pushed out by Black Sprout dancers? I didn't see them getting up and do. I didn't see nobody calling upon the ancestors to help us. But we had the audacity to interfere with tribal politics. We did all this. Cause and effect. That is the last and final. The cause and effect. Whatever you do, there's an effect. You didn't give the Silver Fang up because pride got in the way. And you started a war with other Guru brethren, and you slayed them, and the effect was a hellhole opened up in Scandinavia because depleted resources. You made tribe mates fight against each other tribe mates of their tribes. So, here's the thing. With all that said and done, can you look in yourself in the mirror and say, I fucked up? I made those mistakes. I regret that. Can any of you who's there at the time or bear the weight of the shoulders of that, look yourself in the mirror and say, I messed up, and how can I make it right? I know there's some who's trying to make it right. I know some believe in their hearts that they can do what needs to be done to prevent such a thing. But I know one thing. If a whole bunch of stargazers came over here and they wanted my bald-headed ass, I would not want you to wage war for me. I will want you to sail my ass down the river, not because of me, because of the goodness of the sect. Because you have to look out for the sect and those in it before you look out for one individual. Don't let pride and arrogance, don't let that stop you from making the hard choices. Because that's what it does. The hard choices ain't the easy one. You see, that was the easy one. The easy way out was a war. That was the easy way out. The hard way out was to give her up. So the sect of the green final and greatest failure was starting a war with our Gaian brothers and sisters. No matter how shady and fickle and stuck up they were still our brothers and sisters. You almost eliminated a house full of silver fangs just because of one guru and their tribal politics. So I ask you, Sept of the Green, I ask you this. Are you going to make that same mistake again if it ever arises? Or are you going to make the hard decision and do what needs to be done for the goodness of the sect and those who dwell within it? Because that was poor management. The beginning of my story is all connected. Poor management, and it's all connected. It's all coming down. Wait a minute. Poor judgment. Oh, it's coming down. Oh, it's coming down. It's coming down drain. And guess what? Cause and effect. It all comes down. PPCE. Poor management, poor judgment, and then cause and effect. So I ask you, Sept of the Green, look within yourself. Next time when it comes down to make them hard choices, make them hard decisions, look at the outcomes and look at what it would mean, not for just the sect, but for the nation. Now, Scandinavia have to gather Guru and fight. Fight over there and try to make sure hellhole don't engulf all of Scandinavia over there. So I want you all to dig deep, look at these failures that I've named, look within and figure out, was it worth it? And if it wasn't, how can I better myself from it? I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack from these stories. I know I'm going to catch a lot of ass whoopings. So if anybody wants to see me, if anybody wants to talk to me, I'll be over there at my tea table. I'm Lwod, creates the hope. Known to the nation as Lwod's resolve. And you know what? I hope you all learn from these stories and learn how to better yourselves from it. Lwod will walk away. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another exciting installment of Living World of Darkness Rage Across New York Gallaird Tales.